All right, if you could start by quickly summing up the hiring process, how you got here today.
Well, I'm surprised that I'm here, to be perfectly honest, but I'm delighted and thrilled to be here. President-elect Max Nikias first approached me, kind of casually mentioned this maybe 4 or 6 weeks ago, that he wasn't sure whether he was going to make a change, but if he did, would I be interested in the job? And I said no. And he, kind of casually mentioned to me a couple of weeks ago again, and I said no again. But it's my wife. The real reason I'm here is because of my wife. My wife, who really knows nothing about sports, knows nothing about football. As a matter of fact, she was a student here and didn't even come to the games that I was playing in. Said, you know what, Pat, you're 57. This would be a nice challenge for you, a different phase of your life. Why don't you go back and talk to Max Nikias? So last Friday I did. We talked about a variety of things, how we're going to define success, etc. And then I said, hey, this is what I want to do, and I'm absolutely convinced today that this is what I want to do.
So how did you guys define success?
It's a good question. I think we want to win. I mean, we're passionate about winning, but we want to win ethically. I mean, and those aren't mutually exclusive, thank goodness, right? We want to win the correct way, which we will. I think also personally, I think we want to, develop young athletes here in such a way that they have real joy and they're not just robots here and not just 24/7 athletes. I would like to see our athletes, our student athletes, really have a more robust college experience and just kind of. This is a great university. I mean, there's lots of things going on here. Those things are percolating every corner. And I've been on the board 20 years, so I know that. And so I know our coaches want our kids focused 24/7. I would like to see them have a little bit broader college experience. And then the other thing I think one of my goals is to really have the best and most robust women's collection of women's programs in the country. I'm a big Title IX supporter, and that's important to me. And then all of this in the context of compliance. I mean, I'm going to start every meeting here. The first agenda item is compliance because I said we're going to win, but we're going to win it right, and we're going to play within the rules.
You talk about compliance. Did the sanctions give you hesitation to take this gig, or maybe a little onus sense of responsibility as an alum and as somebody as part of this program to come and try and put your stamp on it?
It's here. I've got to deal with it, and I'm happy to deal with it. I've been successful in just about everything I've chosen to do in my life, and I've chosen to do a variety of different things. This is the next thing in my life, and I fully plan on being successful doing this. It has its challenges. I think Lane Kiffin has done an awfully good job of managing his way through a very, very difficult time. There's going to be some disappointments, I know. I'm going to make some mistakes. I'm going to do some stupid things. I fully understand. But I'm going to give it every ounce of energy and every piece of me to be as successful as we possibly can.
What's your first order of business?
First order of business is really just trying to understand how this place works. I've been around USC for a long, long time, but not really involved terribly with athletics. As a trustee, you never want to interfere, with the running of the institution. And so I went to games and things like that. I really don't know how this athletic department really works, so that's my first order of business over the next 60, 90 days.
And lastly, can you address if you'll be bringing in J.K. McKay, your old tag team partner?
Well, J.K. couldn't get a job anywhere else, so I've always felt sorry for J.K. No, J.K. is not only is my best pal since we were 14 years old, but he is the right guy for this particular job. A guy that I'm going to have him working with the football program and Lane Kiffin in particular. That requires a lot of attention, and as the athletic director, you're doing a lot of other things besides football. I actually want to really take personal responsibility for one of the women's programs. I'm not sure which one yet, and so I think John's a lawyer. He's the most ethical guy I've ever worked with. So he'll be great.
Great. Thank you.